interview. So let's begin with our candidate number 1, Ms. Maria Rose Pereda. Mia Rose. Good evening.
Good evening.
Alright. So, Mia, can I call you Mia?
Yes.
Okay, Mia. So, what do you think is your life lesson that you can share? Not just here at Batangas, not here in the Philippines, but to the world.
Ang may ibigay ko pong inspirasyon para sa lahat po ng mga nanay. As a young mom and a single mother, salute to all single mother and a young mom, na kahit nagkaroon ako ng maagang responsibilidad, tinanggap ko yon, nagpakatatag ako, naging matapang, at ngayon tumatayo ako dito sa Mrs. Batangas Philippines candidate bilang isang nanay na naging matatag sa lahat ng pagsubok. Yun lang po.
Thank you very much, Mia. And thank you for your strong message to all the single mothers. Now, good evening, candidate number 2.
Hi, good evening. Good evening to all.
Miss Maria Paz Manalo. Tama po? Can I call you Paz or
Ria.
Ria. Alright. So Ria, what was the impact? Ano yung naging impact ng Mrs. Batangas Philippines sa'yo?
Yung impact ng Mrs. Batangas Philippines sa akin is nabigyan ng opportunity ako, kahit housewife lang ako, nabigyan ako ng opportunity to showcase my talent and abilities. Hindi lang sa pansarili, kundi para din sa lahat. At nagkakaroon din ako ng paraan para mas makatulong pa sa iba.
Thank you very much for sharing that. And yes, that's actually the purpose of this pageant, para magkaroon tayo ng mga may share natin ang ating mga inspiring stories. Now, candidate number 3, Bernadette Valenzuela. Good evening.
Good evening po.
How are you?
I am great.
That's good to hear. Now, Bernadette, I suppose, or what's your nickname?
Badette po.
Badette. Okay, Badette. So what do you think is your biggest achievement so far?
Ito po, nandito ako ngayon kasi hindi lahat ng nanay kayang tumayo sa harapan tulad neto. Diba po? Happy Women's Month po sa lahat ng mga nanay na nandito.
Alright, thank you very much. Palakpakan natin our batch 1 of Mrs. Batangas Philippines 2024 in their casual interview. Thank you. On to the next batch. Candidates 4, 5, and 6. 4, 6, 7. Candidates 4, 6, and 7. So just to clarify everyone, wala na po kasi ang ating candidate number 5. So that's why we have 4, 6, and 7. Alright? So let's begin with Matilda Smith Albay.
Yes po.
Good evening!
Good evening po. Good evening everyone.
Kamusta po?
I'm okay. Proud ako na nandito ako rin.
Alright. Okay. So, Ate Matilda, in your opinion, what do you think is the best way to distress or unwind, especially these days talaga naman halos lahat yata ng bagay nakaka-stress na, no? But in your opinion, how do you distress?
Siguro number 1, kasi mahilig na ako mag-zumba. So doon ko binibigay yung happiness para mawala yung lahat ng depression ko. At saka dapat ibangin mo siya sa marami tayong kaibigan na pwedeng hirap pakiusapan at parang lumabas paminsan-minsan. At yan naman ay talagang ginagawa ng mga ina parang malibang minsan. Hindi lamang tayo pang bahay, pwede tayong mamasyon. Yun lang po.
Ayan. And also, diba, it helps us become healthy, no?
Yes, tama. Katulad ko, na na-stroke ako before, so kailangan ko talaga, last year lang, na-stroke ako. Siguro dala na rin siguro sa sobrang lakas kumain. Pero at least, na-recover ko ang sarili ko pag susunod.
And that's a good thing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Now, let's hear it from Miss J. Quinn Vesperas from Santo Tomas, Batangas.
Yes, hello, good evening everyone.
Magandang gabi. So, J. Queen. Ang ganda mo daw. Maybe you... Alright. So, J. Queen, what is your biggest dream?
Ang pangarap ko po sa buhay ay ang mapagtapos ko ang aking dalawang anak. Lalo na po ang aking panganay na meron siyang special needs. Para pag dumating ang panahon na siya naman yung magiging tatay ng tahanan, handa siyang mapanan ang kanyang tungkulin. Yun lang po.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, let's hear it from Risa Victoria Asis. Ako, Asis, Bawan, Batangas. Magandang gabi, Risa. Magandang gabi po. Alright. So, you do have your advocacies, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, what's your plan in promoting your chosen advocacy?
My chosen advocacy is to give extra attention and love to those children who have a special needs. And actually, I had my part 2 of my project at entitled Laruan Mo Noon na Pinasaya, Ikaw Naman Ngayon. Wherein my students donated their favorite stuffed toys to those children that is in a SPED program. And sabi ko nga, ipagpapatuloy ko ito hanggang sa umabot ng aking makakaya. Kasi po ang mga bata ay malapit talaga sa aking mga puso. Meron po akong anak na meron ding special needs, pero kita ko po sa aking anak na hindi ito kahinaan. Kita ko sa kanya na pinipilit niya makipagsabayan sa lahat na normal na bata. Yun lamang po, pagtanggap para sa lipunan.
Thank you very much, Risa. Ladies and gents, our batch 2 of Mrs. Batangas Philippines 2024. Now let's call our batch 3. Hello, magandang gabi. Magandang gabi po. Alright. So, Sherlyn Veradilla, right? Sherlyn, now here's my question. If you will win any of the major crowns today, or shall I say tonight, how would you maximize this platform for your advocacy?
Thank you for that question. Kung sakaling ako man po ay uuwi ng tagumpay, ng major na tagumpay ngayong gabi, bilang isang dating naging Golden Sweet Leader, ipagpapatuloy ko ang aking advokasya, ang humanitarian services na ako ay makilahok sa lahat ng advokasya ng aking kapwa kandidata. And I will fit in all the advocacies ng aking po candidates. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ate Consi. Alright. Now, let's hear from Maria Cristina Buwangmat.
Yes,
Good evening. Alright. So, your profession is?
Teaching.
You are, okay. So, you are a teacher. So, it isn't easy, no? Maging teacher, ang dami niyong deliverables, right? But, what is your message para sa iyong mga estudyante now that, let's say, you already have this big platform which you can use to inspire. So, what would be your message to your students now that you're a beauty queen / teacher?
By the way, good evening everyone, to the panel of judges, guests, and of course to my fellow Batangueños.
Thank you for that amazing question, Madam. Well, for me, all I can say is that I'm always saying to my students, sa Tagalog ko sasabihin, pag-ibig aking nakilala, di dapat palakhin ang bata sa saya. At sa katuwa ay kapag namihasa, kung lumaki walang hihinting ginhawa. I will use this platform for me to let my students and of course my fellow Batangueños and Filipinos to discover their beauty inside and of course for them to give importance to our core values, ang pagiging mga Diyos, mga tao, mga kalikasan, and mga bansa. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Maria Cristina Bumanglan. Now let's hear it from Miss Lysel Rocafort. Magandang gabi. Alright, so Lysel, right?
Yes, po.
Okay, Lysel. So your advocacy focuses on children with special needs, right?
Yes, po.
So what were your activities in the past for you to support this advocacy?
Actually, throughout my journey, I witnessed the transformative power of education. So I've also seen that there is a barriers that children with special needs face in accessing this fundamental right. So I believe that no one should be excluded. So I'm going to promote and I'm going to target on breaking down these barriers by promoting inclusive educational environment. So that is my advocacy every year. So I'm going to promote inclusive education and promoting environmental for a good environment for my special needs children, fostering that they feel valued, supported, and empowered to learn and grow. Because I believe it's about making differences, and I'm here to champion the cause of inclusivity and equal opportunities for all. Sabi nga nila, kailangan bilang isang guro, maging mahusay ka, mas mahusay at pinakamahusay. Hanggang ang mahusay ay maging mas mahusay, at ang mas mahusay ay maging pinakamahusay. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our batch 3 of Mrs. Batangas Philippines 2024. Palakpakan po natin sila. And please do not get tired of working on your advocacies. Now our last batch, but definitely not the least. Magandang gabi, ladies.
Good evening.
Alright. So first off, Miss Marisol Reyes Tan. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, judges. Good evening to all the Taliseños.
So I've read your profile and I saw the term self-love. What is the story behind this?
The story behind self-love is about self to myself. I need to find my own happiness now because binigay ko na lahat sa anak ko, sa asawa ko. So it's time for me to find my own happiness. That's it. Thank you po.
Thank you very much. Now, magandang gabi, Miss Bernardita Katunga.
Yeah, good evening everyone. Lalo na sa mga taga-Nasubu. Thank you for being here. All seniors like me. I'm a senior.
So thank you for highlighting that. And you mentioned earlier you are already 64, right?
Yes, I am 64. I am proud to be a senior with a reason.
Yes. Now, Miss Bernardita, can you share with us your inspirational story?
Oh, if I have to tell them from A to Z, the night is very short. Okay, I would be starting. I have 5 children. My husband left me. He died 2006 and I was the one left alone caring for the 5 kids. Ika nga, partida pa yung panganay na autistic. And then 4 of them, I become the jack of all trades. Meaning just to meet both ends, I will do all odd jobs. I would make my
into a day and day into a night. I don't like Fridays. You know why? Walang baon ang anak ko. That is my rest day. The most that I hated the most is Sunday because I would be thinking of what is to have for tomorrow. But in spite of that, I stand up. In every fall, I stand up. I just pray so hard really and work on it. So I produced 2 summa cum laudes. 2 summa cum laudes. 4 of them are scholars. I won't be mentioning who those people who will help me out in bringing, the courses that they have now. 2 accountants, 1 engineer, and an HRM graduate. I owe to them. Yeah, now I'm here, a senior, with an advocacy that I wanted to impart. I've got lots of scholars, if you don't mind me saying. Actually, I have numbered way back 2013. I'm doing this before the pageant. So if I'm gonna win, I will continue up to the end.
Thank you very much, Miss Bernardita, for sharing that wonderful story. Inspirational indeed.
Thank you, Tuna.
Good evening, Catherine. Okay, now Catherine, what is your great source of happiness?
My great source of happiness is my kids. Because right now, I'm a solo parent. Kaya po ang nagpapasaya sa akin ngayon ng anak ko po. 7 years na po akong malo. Kaya po ginagawa ko po lahat para sa anak ko. Kahit kayod marino na po talaga ako para sa kanya. I'm currently working as a barangay nutrition scholar. I'm a volunteer. Kaya hindi po ganun kalaki yung sinusweldo ko. Pero gumagawa po ako ng mga racket. Kasi alam ko na hindi po sasapat ang kinikita ko. Thank you po. Kaya po yun, ang pinaka-nagpapasaya po sa akin talaga ngayon, yung anak ko.
Thank you very much. Palakpakan naman natin. 4th batch of Mrs. Batangas Philippines 2024 candidates.